In today's episode, we'll be going over the top 50 plays by Faker in 2024, featuring his best moments from the LCK Spring, MSI, LCK Summer and Worlds.
Is starting to become a bit of a problem here. Pays with red-white. Decent amount of ammo. Will have enough for any potential fights that do come up. That's secured by Canyon. Pop Blossom finds 3 from Faker, and there's the flag and drag as well. The option is Pays. They're looking for him, and they will be able to get their prize here as now Gen G just running for the hills. Canyon, he should be able to walk his way out because Zeus has other things on his mind. Chovy has to flash to avoid both Zeus and Oner making their way down. Lehens gets to the safety of his turret. And Pays was taken in trade for the Dragon. Could have been...
Is quite a big win. So take another look at the play here. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Double or triple knock-up from Faker, and then the immediate double knock-up from Oner, while also ensuring there's no counter-engage, because if Ken...
As Carrier, going to take a little bit of damage here from Keen, but not too much to worry about. Got a big old zoom out, as there's the Cataclysm from Oner. Gets a huge amount of knock-ups as Keen now in a different spot. As there's the 3-man Pop Blossom as Faker comes in. He gets exhausted, but it's still enough to get the kill onto Lehens. The whole bottom lane's taken down. Snip! 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 Goes Zeus! And there's the flag drag flash from Oner to secure Chovy. 4 on the ground for Gen G. T1 with the team fight. Wants to do. As Canyon pretty far away from it for now. Nature's Grasp up and available once again. As Faker down to 50%. Oner lurking on a flank angle.
They can push for inhib. Gen G needs to force.
Yeah, Zeus just trying to be annoying in that front line. Oner can get the kick into the back line. Empress divide onto 2 as well. The Warbow combos in. Lehens tries to get a dump, but there is no Varus. There's no Tristana. And T1 have found yet another one, but Keen trying to find it. Does get a decent angle, but the Neil is still up and available, and she does so much damage. Lehens trying to get to his base, but once again, it's the T1 team fight. Don't think the game's over as much as it was in game number 1, but probably pretty mad about what happened in the last game. This time around 7-1-3 on this Jinx. As over goes Oner, Steadfast Presence gets a fair bit of value, and package delivered! FedEx from Faker into the back line, absolutely obliterating them. That Baron was all a cunning ruse, and how many aces do you need? They don't have enough sleeves for all of these aces chronically. In fact, they do. That's 2 of them, isn't it? And they are just going to move towards the...
He found Oner. He'd already backed, so he's sitting on double longsword. I think Oner really underestimating the damage that came through as... we're back to ARAM.
Yeah,
just an ARAM.
Now there's a shockwave. Beryl somehow gets caught, but the fire kick is going to get Oner away. Purshik now dashing forward. The bubble is going to connect, and Faker takes down the jungler. And now Beryl having to get out of there. He may have a campfire, but he doesn't have too much more, and he's still going to get knocked up. There's the ebbs and the flows, and Carrier locks down that one as well. I mean, when in doubt, do Baron. As Carrier just going to try and spy where everyone is. Gumushi moving on over. Purshik able to sidestep the bubble. As they do pull off the Baron for the moment. He's at least bought them a little bit of space here as, all right, Purshik just going to go in. There's the Crescent Guard to try and deliver Oner into that, I guess, amount of damage. But the shockwave is so big from Faker! And yeah, Moonlight Vigil lands, but the damage is well and truly done. Perfect trying to do what he can, but he's wondering where the heck his teammates went. They are in the death chamber, and sometimes Faker just finds it. Like this one could be closer, but every early fight goes a little bit T1's way, and then the mid-game, that is where they just destroyed them.
And this is something we saw in the bot lane fight as well. These attempts from KT to try and isolate and burst down Oner. Of all the guys on T1, that's not the one you want, but at the...
Just try to get back out on the map as soon as possible. We got to dive in top, as an ult is going to be used into Doran. And Doran doesn't really care about that too much, as in goes Faker, looking for the knock-up. Flash coming in. This is the second Nocturne and the Ash Arrow as well! You got to be kidding me, as the damage will come in. And that is going to be the end of Zeka.
And without the Ash Arrow, it wouldn't have been enough. Doran definitely punishing nicely as... no emotion.
He doesn't say anything. He just
They have package.
They have package. They say, okay, you used a bunch. Here comes a very interesting ghost who is looking for the angle. Look at him there. Let's see if he gets on in. They got to pull the trigger on this one, and Faker is looking for it. A 5-man ultimate! You've got to be kidding me! As they get on top of Zeka. The follow-up is huge! From the Zaya, they go a little bit too ham, and now Guma trying to hop away. That is going to be the end of that fight as T1, they take the lifeboat out of there as fast as they possibly can.
And Viper goes untouched again. Oh, Carrier might be in trouble here. He's just going to walk past.
Back nicely, but you can see Setab just teleporting back now, doesn't have a bunch of his health. And Faker in a similar boat, to be perfectly honest, but Setab with just the tier stacking up in comparison to the 2 books. Faker is well read. He is known for his reading of books, but he is going to be able to do so in lane as well. And oh man, catches him right on the end as Setab going aggressive. Faker, oh, just flashes, picks that one up. I believe that was the empowered auto there as well. And so Faker, first blood solution is there. Gorgeous play from the top jungle here of FearX. And now Faker going to get pushed underneath the turret. There's the shockwave flash. I just don't know whether it's going to be enough here as the Sand Soldier comes out. And that is actually a 1-for-1. Just absurd.
He gets a 1v1 out of that closer. Thought he rounded the court, maybe could have flashed away from the final damage to the ball. There is execute.
There's a flash pulverize. Headbutt back there as well as Pop Blossom grabs 2. And now Henna is the tie. He just pops. Oh, I didn't even think that.
I think it gave enough vision that he knew where Sylvia started recalling or close to it.
All right, Faker gonna find the jaws on to Jiwoo, and there he goes. Oner launches underneath the turret and does not care about it. A Devour comes through onto Dundun. Carrier, I don't think, liked the taste of that and is going to move himself back. Dundun pretty far. And now Peter looks for the hook angle, doesn't quite get it, and look at Faker. He's just standing back, raining hell down on Nongshim. There's the snipe. This champion is not okay, Ox. He just isn't. A hook is going to connect. It looks great from Peter, but I think he might just be dead. There's the double, the flash lick from Carrier. And that is the turret falling down as well. Sylvie not going to be able to do anything and even gets knocked up here as more... Of course, Faker has another ability for him. And he will be taken down. That's a kill going over to Zeus. And T1, they wipe Nongshim off the map, and they're looking for Baron.
On the back of Faker. No other way to spin it.
No. Oh. Black and white? Like in grayscale?
As I said.
All right. I guess you just kill him. That's how you do it. You will die, though, and Faker gets his 10th of the game. Sylvie's also in trouble. This might be 11th as he's down extraordinarily low. There it is. 11 kills. And T1, with their Baron in tow, are looking to try and break open the base. Where even was Faker throughout most of that? I feel like I know he was on the screen, so never mind. Balanced. It's fine. As Oner does go in very aggressively, and then Faker auto-attacks.
Very cool weapons. I'm a big fan, personally.
Yeah, you're, well, a big fan. You could be a weapon. It's okay. The ulti does come on through from Oner, but he's not going to be able to get out of the way. Oh, the Hextech ultimatum is decent. The Pop Blossom comes down as well. The first kill does come through as the Lee Sin will be taken out. The shockwave is gigantic! And the TF takes down the Varus in the backline as well. I think DK may have ran out of battle power, and they have. T1 on the back of Faker's shockwave will move to the Baron.
And whoever makes the Rumble ruin his day.
No, he is doing damage. And okay, into the backline goes Lucid. And then out of the backline goes Lucid, and he's now hit by an arrow. Fate's call as DK know that they need to start this fight. Faker, he finds the Rumble with the Emperor's Divide, but Showmaker's also going to be able to take down the Twisted Fate. Look at these health bars, they're so low on DK's side. It's only Showmaker that still has any fight left in him. Still, it is a 1-for-1 trade of top laners. He has dissipated. Zeus now looking for that flank himself. Kellen taken 50% down as Faker, he's going to get himself out of there. It should be the Drake, a possibility. The secure for Oner, and they deny the soul. And now, can they actually win the fight as well as everyone's in the Thunderdome? Lucid is going to try and kick away the Azir, the equalizer, just not doing quite as much as it wants to do, and he's stuck inside the pit with nowhere to go. And DK, they're now going to get flanked by Faker. He finds 2 with the Emperor's Divide, and that is going to be that. That will be the 3-0 as welcome back T1. They will go to the lower bracket final in Jumshill next weekend.
DK, they had an incredible series against Gen G.
The trap, and because T1 are late there, Boris holding them back, it means they don't have a jungler now.
Yeah, they don't have a jungler, and now Doran can do his work, and this time it makes sense to sit on Dragon and have Doran hold the angle here. Now he's gonna have to wrap around. No 50-50 with no smite.
Exactly, let's see what T1 can do. They're going to have to try and find this to avoid losing the Elder. There's a seismic shove, and they are going to even out the numbers. It's no Doran. Okay, survives for a very long time, but then does go down. There's the Elder now as they have the executed. Zeka finds him, and a 3-man shove from Faker is massive. And it's a double for Faker. They'll take a double as well for Gumayushi, and it's now only Viper left with this Dragon buff. And I don't think they care. Faker's just going to throw some rocks at him, and that's the ace.
And even Elder.
Everything repeating, right, is that Zeus decided to flank, but they identify that, push onto him first, and win the subsequent fight is Faker.
Okay, gonna get in onto Pace, and he's just backing in mid. It's a free shutdown for Guma.
And we have had the ruler spot for
The menu here, I mean, T1, they have to win this fight without their top laner.
Uh-oh, Lahens, he
They don't
wants to
know.
be the guy. He wants to make the play. He's gonna get in that back line, presses his R button. Guma just dies immediately anyway. And Genji, it looks like they have done it for game number 1. Massive divide though, and a chance here, but so much damage as Quadra comes down from the side of Faker. And that might just keep this game alive actually, as Chovy is still chasing the Poppy. The knockaway comes through and Curio will live.
What a play from...
One was difficult to take down in game number 1. Genji are certainly trying their best to make a stance here, to make a stand, and not just go ahead and lose this one immediately. But Chovy is going to get caught, and so much for that, as immediately this fight should go the way of T1. They take out Chovy, who desperately tries to make a play. It is not going to happen, and now T1 should be able to take the Baron.
Yeah, finishes his first. He doesn't need an FTP. Won't be able to join. The timer of the Elder is desynced, so there isn't even an opportunity for Genji to go for something else. And with that pick, the already insurmountable, even with Oner and Aatrox, or Oner and Zeus really struggling, ended up being such an ordeal for Genji to win, as Faker there finds the flick. Chovy feels safe being a tank out of desperation, has to try to do something. Easiest dodge of Grandma's life.
The Faker family, Grandma's happy. But Keen is the one who's able to capitalize on it.
Canyon's here, Hex Flash at the ready.
And he's going to look for it here, and a Faker who does not have the flash, you remember, from the mid lane play in the 1v1. Faker is going to get the shockwave, though they don't quite have the damage, although Chovy is looking for it. The big one is going to miss, and now Oner going back in the bubble as well, as Keria is here, and the missile will not land. Oner picks up the kill in mid.
Chovy has a choice to make with that last rocket. So we'll look at this play once again. Started off, of course, by Canyon. This is Faker's vision. And his ultimate is fantastic here as he drops down. The speed boost, ults himself.
He's saying that he lives, you know? Yeah. Faker is like, no, I live, I'm fine.
And Chovy goes for the rocket. It doesn't hit. He's dead.
Stats to actually take him down is, but I don't know how they got here, but it's not good, Atlas!
We're out of the replay, into the fire, and Gumayushi throwing through these Mystic shots. They might get Daisy. There you go, clear. Looking for a flank angle. This is a bit weird, to be perfectly honest, because we're Alcove gaming, and now Gumayushi is in a little bit of, no, Clear's in a lot of trouble. And there's an ulti from Zeus. He dives in. They're able to take down Raptor. And now Faker, he just kills all of them. He gets a triple. Guma's going to grab a double. It's a full house. Faker's full of Gumas, and they'll now move towards the enemy base and probably end this game.
He's got his head on straight, and if he's got that, well, I say that, now he's a bit caught alongside a Guma as they're trying to get onto Guma. Keria is just going to get his fates called away, and double TP are coming in. T1 trying to turn the fight as the ult goes in. The death chamber onto Chovy, and there's more like that third triple knockup comes in from Keen as he's going to knock that one. Faker is just chasing Canyon into the jungle, but he's not going to help out his team until right now. Misses the Valkyrie over the wall and is not able to get on in there. Not even sure if he wanted to really get on in there, as Genji, they're turning this game around, trying to take down Oner now, who is a bit alone. Finally, Faker will come over and try to punish, takes out Keen, and he might just have the damage, forces the flash from Pays, so that they have to get away from this one. Oner still on the chase, looking for a bowling ball, as actually it's Faker, who does get in there with one auto.
One auto's enough.
Yes.
hasn't been very calm and collected. As Maham trying to get in and punish Faker, the flash does not stop the knockup, and they just are able to block that one, but Faker, he gets the shield and he gets away.
Big team fight ultimates, Valdez. Well, back to this.
Oh, wow, that was pretty interesting, but that's an Alistair. And
still takes a lot of damage, though.
Also a Kasane. Oh, Faker, oh man, that was a huge pick on a Showmaker, and now Amy's gonna go down as well. What a super play there to pick him off, and now T1, they've got an angle from Aaron.
That's the 2 damage dealers done!
It's so easy for Zeus to find that flank. Faker looking to get things off. Double knockup. Instantly Zeus in the midst of everything, and down goes Jackie Love, the one-fed member. Gone in the blink of an eye. TN does not have enough left in the tank to finish that one. Double kill for Zeus. T1, incredible fight.
Faker truly is timeless. An incredible engage from him once more on the world stage.
Rotating it back through his jungle. Faker going in as the fate sealed. If he wants it. Jumps in with a Q3. Jinkado goes back forward and immediately Oner was waiting. A choreographed play there from T1.
Junglers ruining the fun of mid laners once again.
Careful, the threat of the dive is very real. He knows
That's
that
the
probes are
equalizer.
kind of being started, but
Pop Blossom. There's the equalizer onto Cheetah, and Curry pulled back with a Fate's Call. Zeus doesn't have to burn the flash. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, a TP coming in from Pain Gaming as they try to get wiser out of this situation. Faker dashing back in with a soul and bound, and his fate is sealed. Faker going to jump all the way back. Jinkado trying to dodge here in the Twilight Shroud, but even with the perfect execution, I don't know if he'll be alive for much longer. Faker holding that Q3, lands it in the end. Jinkado falls.
And very quickly, T1 are finding advantages across the map. While Pain Gaming set their sights on the top side objective, it's T1 to set up the dive on the bot lane.
Help that on its way. Oner's going to translate his pressure from mid across the top, and there's the tower for T1, just pulling Pain Gaming around the map. Zeus, though, Pop Blossom flash away, Glacial Prison still connects, and Zeus can put down the equalizer, carry a flash, hostile takeover hits onto 2, she turns one of them, and goodbye Pain. The T1 collapse is just insurmountable.
A valiant effort. They thought that they had caught out Zeus, but the response from Carrier, Oner, and Faker.
What is this looking to do? Zeus going to start to back away. Doesn't have the flash, though, and Jinkado is on the chase. Equalizer down. Oner going in onto Karaoke, but there's one for Pain Gaming. T1 will take the tower in the bot lane. Can they find more out of this? They still have a cannon minion and 3 casters now. 2 Karaoke still that front line. Faker dashing back. Pain Gaming don't have the defenses to hold on to this tower for now.
Turn their attention to mid lane. Another tower soon to fall. Faker goes in alone. Getting good damage off of the Karaoke, just forcing Pain Gaming back slowly but surely. The base is falling apart. 20 seconds until Zeus respawns. With so many minions sieging onto the base, T1 don't really have to do much outside of letting the minions do the work.
Wiser doesn't have Ragnarok here. He's going to Ragnarok his way into the Death Realm. Another kill for T1. Pop Blossom from Curry was stopped by a handshake. And I think Pain Gaming are preparing themselves for the consolatory ones at the end here. The dive in by Oner onto Jinkado. The Nexus Tower's falling, the hostile takeover coming out. And Pain Gaming can only watch from the fountain as T1 rip them apart. It was expected, but it was clinical from T1 as they go to 1-on-1.
Ushi, Oner on the way down. On with a knockback into the wall, but there's no immediate fall. They just now spot Oner. Knight is going to get the first move, however. This could be disastrous. Perfect CC layering. Oner can't even push the ult. He barely manages to get it all the time. Faker has stolen away the ultimate. What else can he get with the dashes? Can he chase down Knight? One more now coming through. Has stolen the ult, now using it. Wants to chase, way ready to go over the wall. T1 zoning him off. Faker goes in again anyway. Flash away from the charm. It's perfect. The pop on the Q2 coming through. Faker gets another dash. Should be fine to escape. Bin coming in. He should go down. Knight gets the kill in return.
Faker doesn't quite have the mana or the damage to be able to get enough.
Window there to engage. They did have a little bit of vision. A TP coming in. Zeus will be the one on the front line. Faker will be the one on the back, but Zeus immediately locked up. You can see how much damage he can tank. Faker going in with the charm, it goes wide. Zeus almost falls to the whirling. He's alive, and he still has the locket. Faker dodges away from the hook. Zeus going back in, and there's your contribution. Mickey falls, the shockwave from Caps. All it can do is buy him a second to wait. The flash charm from Faker. It's all done, it's all over. But the Nexus falling. T1 are going to go 1-0 up.
Zeus can do no wrong. TP's in.
Answer for some of the turret places. Faker, no way he catches Mickey again.
You put everyone on pause. Wait,
Yeah.
when you said that, everyone's like...
Oh, Mickey looking for the hook here. So Yike come in with the paranoia. There's the depth charge as well to chase forward. Kerry has joined his mid laner. Faker flashes away. The ignite ticking on him won't be enough. That's the stun into the shield of the Wraith. They break into the solar flare, into the death of Yike. Rob, your no was heard around Europe. They were so close, but they just...
when we did that, and then we're going to keep looking for kills on him and try and really put that Gnar behind to the point that Zeus is going to be able to control side lanes. Faker is going to be able to
Another
get
charm
hits.
hits once again. Mickey thought he was safe in his own jungle, but there is nowhere safe from T1, and this is the moment in the game, in game one, where we saw T1 begin to explode it away from G2.
He's trying to get his channels off, but there's no way you can channel with T1 members in your face.
Such a difficult situation to be in. Cream playing with a lot of confidence here, but the sustain from Zion is decent. Carry on the way up. Drops a little health back to keep Faker standing. But Tien, that's a flashless Ivern. Oh, he's going to get taken down. A little bit extra healing for the level up, but it's first blood for Faker. Willing to flip it. Know that they have to. Desperate to find the fight. They've already given up a tower. 650 gold. The cost of admittance to even get in this pit. Delayed a bit. There's the TP. TP coming in from Zeus as well. Grouping is 5. One angle. TES. Can they find this one? Eyes on the ultimate of Jackie Love and 369. Daisy already falling away, however. T1 getting in just enough to bait them. Beautiful cosmic binding. Follow up. The equalizer stolen away. Oner immediately going to follow. TES peeling back, but they're running out of space to maneuver with. Now the turn back, the bullet time. An equalizer of their own. Ulti coming in. Jackie Love about to fall. Carrier going over the wall. It's a little bit over eager. TES still standing. Jackie Love still standing. Double lady carry. But Faker in the clutch. The arm guard. He goes golden. He buys a moment. Tien perfect timing, but it does not matter because here comes Scuba, baby. Double coming through. T1 takeover.
T1 with the patient team fighting. They run them off the Baron, and they're going to run straight into the base. Mako's going to...
He's been waiting there for about 30 seconds. Tien able to make it out. But Tien obviously has push in topside, so they have an angle to play. Jackie Love staying in the area despite not having any summoners.
Oh, early steal.
Grabbing the third grub. Fourth is what they want. TES, can they find the fight? Nice charm on the side. Immediately they find the killer they were looking for. Jackie Love caught out. 3 stacks available for Faker. Nice Ezreal coming in for Jackie Love, but the damage not enough. Feathers flying out. Members falling for the side of TES as T1 again managed to find a favorable fight, but Faker's not done. Faker!
He gets the double!
And TES, the reset champion, taken out as the start of the fight. Jackie Love chunked. And still they commit, and it's a disaster for them early on in this game.
Double taunt comes in. 369 just gonna walk away, trying to get control of the wave. 3 for 3 the grub score, but
are so famous for burning Barons that TS don't even
to start it.
They don't even want to take the dragon.
Excellent charm lineup is there. Support down. T1 strike the initial blow. TES, do they feel like they have to fight here?
Oh, Mako, he's running, but 4 members they spotted. There the attempt to flank.
They don't have perfect information. Carrier now trying to make his way out. This charm crucially coming through, hitting 4 members. T1 is taking so much time, and Oner goes in. Oner finds Jackie. Ulti going in. Cream still stepping up. 369 taken out. Carry on the side. Slowly but surely, T1 are taking the fight. Mako looks to make the difference. Laguma goes up in the air and comes right back down, dragging the hopes of TES alongside them. As again, T1 find the fight. Faker on a rampage. Faker doing it all in the moments where it matters.
Carrier's dancing on the corpses of TES. That was insane footwork from the Rakan.
That's a clean ace.
Case, they are dominating.
Discipline. So solid, and now they have a lead. Now they can afford to take risks. TES caught out. Faker coming over the wall. Beautiful equalizer into 3. Now all the TES backline has been forced away from the fight. Cream isolating to 1v1. Tries to take an equalizer of his own, but it does not matter because Jackie is in trouble. Jackie trying to make the difference with the orb of deception. Takes him down. Zeus in the 1v1, but not for long. Oner on the way. Wind becomes lightning. Will not connect. T1 forced back, but the base of TES is crumbling.
You've got world champions inside your base. What do you do?
Not a whole lot. There's no members. Only Tien and Cream trying to hold on, but they don't have the items. They don't have the wave. They don't have the wave player. He goes in.
Charms in, but there's nothing he can do on a knife's edge for so long. But in the clutch, T1 again show up to move on to match point. TES doing a good job of at least staying even in terms of overall gold. They're kind of forced to respond to what T1 is doing. Hook is excellent. Follow-up is there. Ignite 2. It's a clean combo.
He knew. The setup, again, as we said, is always available in the Galio side.
Spotted by a T1 ward, as we can see. And there's the Mega Inferno Bomb just to guarantee that they know exactly what's going on. Teleport comes in, and yeah, there is no smite anywhere near this pit. Chovy, can you actually stop something from happening here? Is it going to be Oner that locks this one down? Ulti from Faker finds two. He's out of there immediately. Keen's able to try and chop them up. And there goes Oner, but they'll trade that any day of the week. They have the Baron buff as carrier, able to get the handshake beautifully. His position amazing. As Lahens is in so much trouble, Zay's going to pick it up with a body slam, and Pace is slowed down as well. They're being separated and destroyed as T1 just dance on.
Are they going to contest this?
Just have to say, I think 6 grubs is going to be pretty valuable.
Oh, that's a big
T1.
TP.
Yeah, the teleport flank angle is coming in here. Keen, good position to start this one off. He's just beelining right in there. Paranoia comes down. They do throw out the ulti. Carrier trying to keep them at bay, and oh no! There goes Lahens, and now Faker is caught onto Keen, lands the shuriken, and he's going to wait for the leap strike. There's the max range Q, and that's Faker's Akalia Worlds, ladies and gentlemen.
And that is Faker coming in huge, but it's the team response from T1 that's the biggest thing here. Chovy couldn't join that fight. 2 items on Pace. When Chovy can get to a next item, as
Yep, it's going to continue not being very possible to be able to make those advantages happen. And if Faker gets into the shroud, Zay's going to follow up the kill, and now Faker is looking to try and get in there for more. Dashing after Canyon and Keen here. It is just Faker at the moment, but now you can see they make their way in. The Paranoia comes down. Decent little utilization of the counter-strike, but Faker's going to get another kill. Hostile takeover means Keen is dead at the same time, and Pace almost hit by that handshake. It could have been worse, and it's still a disaster. Next one going to be very, very scary because a 4 Drake Hextech Soul sounds unbeatable. Shattering Strike going to get a fair bit of value here, but Lahens still in a whole lot of trouble as Faker looking for them. Still dashing forward as the Paranoia does come down. The stun is gorgeous. The execution is perfect, and now Chovy looking to try and get out of there with that Spirit Rush, and T1, they play it slow. Oh yeah, Oner was thinking about it. The arrow is going to go wide, but still Spirit Rush has to be invested as Pace gets caught by handshake, and now over the wall they go, but Oner might be going a little bit too far. You've got Zayas coming in though, just trying to be the hero, and speaking of heroes, Faker finds Pace, but not enough damage. Lahens, the first to go down in the exchange, and now Genji are scattered. Pace is dead, and Zayas says, you cannot take this belly. It's going to be Canyon that goes down next, and T1 will take down this inhibitor turret. It took a little while, but I think they're just going to move through and win Game 3.
And all that tension deflates as the turnaround is found. T1 not going to let Genji claw their way back in this game. Canyon tries to flash just to clear the wave.
Yeah, King desperately trying to hold him, but he cannot, and now it's Chovy left on his lonesome. He's going to need to be that hero as these minions are going to now join these Nexus turrets. Lahens just trying to buy some time, and he knows that this game is over. Chovy just trying to get back to his fountain. Goes golden alongside Faker as the Nexus is not going to go down. The perfect execution of T1 in this game, exemplified by their mid laner.
We talked about it on the way here, didn't we, Atlas? Where like the mobility and how like in the meta it feels it can be difficult to play, but in a position like this.
Yeah, Faker looking for Canyon, trying to find that opportunity, scaring him with where the shot might go. Point blank, the charge, the stun, but the knockback with the buster shot is not enough, and first blood goes to Faker's Ahri, and it's Faker's Ahri. That's the biggest thing here, because Ahri has been such a curse for so many teams. We actually have the stats here for both Faker and Chovy, and it is a different story when it's the unkillable Demon King that has it, as another charm is going to connect him. Yuji executes Lahens. They do try and even out the fight as Faker is evicted, but T1 are still standing their ground. A great start for the defending world champions as Genji do manage to get back some control.
Genji have good setup for this top tower, but the TP is committed. Can they dive?
We'll see. It's going to be a fair bit of damage onto this one. Spear is going to be coming out perfectly. There's the twisted advance. The charm goes wide. Faker's dead. That is going to be Canyon taking him down, but it's now Zayas trying to be the hero. He catches Canyon with the counter-strike stun, and he's under the wrong turret. Lahens going to go down for the 5th time, and it's a double for the other solo laner. They may have got Faker, but this is what he does. He baits them into death, and it's Baron started for T1.
Every T1 fan has seen this one before.
you think you catch Faker in the side lane, and Gen G, they know they can't contest this Baron. They're just TPing to mid to try and get something in return.
Gen G just wanted the tower. Faker TP's in. They sit there and say to themselves, this should be an easy pick. His ulti wasn't off cooldown, but the
as you say, very tanky. He has that Bramble Vest as well to try and reduce a little bit of the healing coming out from T1. The arrow comes down. Just wide of Faker. On still on the chase here. The rest of BLG starting to back away, and On realizes they don't want to advance any further. Don't have the vision around the blue buff where T1 are beginning to advance themselves.
I mean, Faker does have the global aggro debuff that we've all known him to have.
Him and Teemo, the two.
Yeah, BLG not going to be baited in, or they see Faker here.
Been trading with Zeus. Quickness coming out as they look to be engaged. They find Faker. Still has the flash. Paranoia comes out. The pressing guard will keep Faker alive for the moment. And Carrier has a flank position of his own. oner has the bailout on his shoulders. And Shun is already down. TP now invested from Bin or from Knight as they look to rejoin the fight. Elk goes down. On follows suit. And T1 have been able to defend Faker. They keep him alive. Faker flashes. And Knight can't find him. T1 find 4. Only Bin left standing.
Many have tried before. He as an individual makes these crazy outplays. It's because his team is so quick to respond. Look, oner is there starting off the Baron with him. Immediate ultimate into the backline. He steals away the Xin Zhao ultimate to create a bit of space, but he dives into the fight. Knowing that Carrier's on the way, the heal comes through from Gumayushi, and then the turnaround, and Faker crucially sticks around. He applies the slow onto Knight. He gets a bit of a heal as well. And then T1 turn the play around, and they hand a triple kill over to Gumayushi.
All right, back to live. You can already see the ramifications of that play. The Baron buff in the hands of T1, walking up these towers. They just
find a little bit. You've got the arrow, you've got the follow-up with the equalizer, you have Faker jumping in with the abscond that duck just like this. Elk doesn't sidestep. Faker dashing forward for a little bit more damage, using that passive to its full effect. Steals away the Mega Inferno Bomb. Elk has to flash it. Faker takes the tower, and Elk just dies. It's hunting season for Faker in the top lane.
Especially with BLG having Smolder plus a Ziggs. The reason why this is such a good pairing as the arrow goes wide, but Faker's still here.
Faker looking for that flank will steal away the quickness from On. Gets the charm, flashes in, finds 2. Equalizer on the back line as well. As Faker is not of this earth. He finds the engage. He finds everything T1 were looking for.
Exceptional play from T1. You think that the play falls short because the arrow doesn't connect, but Faker will find a way.
And then with the 6 grubs, with the Riptail, they immediately take the tower afterward.
Pits. Right now, T1 are denying all vision On, doing what he can to find angles of attack, maybe even a TP flank, but he's been caught.
On locked up against the wall, pulled back with a handshake. The keeper's verdict finds him guilty. As On is slain by Gumayushi, and now will BLG even try to mount a defense around the Elder Drake? They TP to the bot lane. Bin looking at that flank position. His Mega Knight's going to expire pretty soon, and Faker's looking for a flank of his own as he TPs in towards this blue side. Bin now on the wrong side of the rift. This Faker's hunting, and he's looking for him. And the flash forward. Xenos Peasant's Knight able to flash away as well. The hostile takeover comes up short. The Gnar stolen away by Faker. Locks Bin against the wall and puts him 6 feet under. Shun next on the menu as Gumayushi begins to open up. Shun taken out by Zeus. The equalizer does exactly that for T1. It's going to equalize this series at 2-2.
The reigning world champions will not go down that easily. They will push us to a decisive.
It's your fans, it's your family, it's your region that have supported you through thick and thin. And
oner, very close here.
Pressure on you, Shadowing Strike going wide. Shun tries to dash across the wall, but immediately he's locked up, goes in with the Cataclysm. Gumayushi pops the Feather Storm. oner looking to re-engage onto On. Shun down to half HP. Bin gets onto the backline. Gumayushi cleanses away, but Bin has already put him in the dirt. Kevy is next up. BLG find 2. T1 able to back away for the moment, but the TP behind by Bin as he looks for a little bit more.
Oh, they go back in!
Faker flashes in, and down goes Knight! Once again, when you need someone, when you need anyone to stand up and show just what this game's all about, it's Faker! He finds another! T1 5-5!
Is enough to taking out Gumayusi should have been the key. So look, the ultimate comes in from Shun onto Gumayusi. He's going to ulti because he has no choice. He has to in this situation. And then the charm from Knight there forces the flash from Gumayusi. Bin sees the angle, so he flashes, sidesteps the knockback, and he's able to work with ult to get the kill. And at this point, you think the fight is over.
Exactly. Then they're on the chase. Knight goes, he just barely doesn't have the range on his charm onto Oner, and they're teleporting for the pincer, but just as they're teleporting and Bin has to walk back to the fight, that's when T1 turned.
Such fantastic play and such confidence. The TP, the awareness from T1 to realize that that TP was a mistake and then to create the collapse to turn it in their favor. Unbelievable turnaround from T1.
Teleport, the 4-second channel time, and T1 strike. Wait a second, topside, Zeus under fire!
Zeus caught out, killer instinct in by BOG, collapsing 4 members strong, the hero's entrance.
Oh, Zeus!
Faker joins the fight! Elko with the stopwatch Faker in the middle of them all, and it seems like death may have arrived, and his name is Faker! He's here for your lives! The rest of T1 begin his collapse, Faker's gonna fall, as he pulls the stopwatch, manages to buy himself a second. Oner here to save his mid laner once again, and Faker still stands, he has ascended, he stands above it all, and he looks hungrily at that world's trophy.
The unkillable Demon King, unkillable one more time.
Unbelievable once more. How does he keep doing it? I mean, with the Baron buff, 4 members dead, it's only Knight left to defend his base, his crumbling kingdom at the hands of T1. An inhibitor will fall, and T1 set their sights on the Nexus.
Knight goes in with the Spirit Rush, lands the charm as well. The first Nexus tower's fallen, and T1 are just looking for the prize. They're hungry for it. T1, one of the past, the present, and the future. A new era, the same empire. T1 are your 2024 World Champions.